So we got one more Saturday game, and then we'll do the Florida State LSU, Clemson, Georgia Tech is a Monday Labor Day game, and then we'll be wrapping it up. But Houston, UTSA, we've got right now Houston 4-point road favorites, 61.5, 62 the total. I mean, Houston could be very good. We talked about how Cincinnati could still win the AAC. Houston certainly could. On offense, they are going to be very tough to stop. Clayton Tune is back at the quarterback spot this year for the Houston Cougars. They've got a great offensive line. They've got definitely a lot of skill position talent. There is a lot to like here in terms of what this Houston team is going to be capable of on the offensive side of the football this year. Lots of wide receiver weapons, very dynamic passing game, good O-line. The defense, though, which last year was very good, they bring back a lot, and so that's a unit that should be pretty strong as well for Houston with 10 seniors back on the D. UTSA, obviously there's people thinking they could maybe take a step back here. We know Jose Bouquet is obviously going to be betting UTSA regardless of the situation here. But I'm pumping the brakes on taking UTSA here because I think in particular, defensively, they're going to be hurting a bit more. That's where they suffered a lot more of their attrition. They do lose Sincere McCormick, the great running back for them, but their O-line's still good. Frank Harris, I think, really improved his passing last year, kind of like KJ is trying to do with Arkansas. And I think their offense is still going to be pretty solid. So I'm actually leaning toward this game being points, especially Houston's going to try to play a little bit faster this year from all indications on offense pace-wise. So I do think this game's got the chance to go over the total. That's the stance I like most here with the Cougs and the Roadrunners. What do you think, C-Mac?
I like Houston, but I just not on the road. You're laying, these points. That's not. I can't do it here. UTSA should be pretty good. Their defense was a bend and break style. 50th in the country. They could get gashed at time, but they really in the red zone played well. And I think, the offense will be pretty good. They'll continue to run the rock. No McCormick, like you mentioned, but I like Houston, but maybe not here. And watch out here in week 1.
Yeah, definitely. But when you look at it, 13th in terms of offensive production returning for UTSA, but only 69th in terms of returning production on defense. That's where the big departures and personnel losses happen for UTSA on defense. And I think Houston might be able to pick on that a little bit. So I think we'll see points, like I say, like a 34-31 wouldn't surprise me here.
Where is this being played then? What's this guy? It's in. I thought it was at.
That's actually a very good question because they've got UTSA listed as the
ICE
home
is
team.
in the Alamo Dome, San Antonio. That's what I see.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it's just a straight home game for the Roadrunners here. I assumed that would be the case, and I think you're right. I think it is going to be.
He just means
there.
It's neutral because it's Houston. There'll be tons of fans there, I think. Okay.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's at the Alamo Dome. Of course, Houston Cougar fans will travel very well, as we know. Even I know from being in San Antonio, not a long trip to get from Houston to San Antonio in Texas.